Now, look, it can be difficult to navigate the dating world these days, and social media and online dating, I mean, it just makes it crazy. And oftentimes it's hard to feel confident in ourselves as we get ready to enter the dating scene. So today we are getting some advice and tips from confidence and relationship coach, as well as confidence coach Cameron Schwartz. Thank you so much for being here, Cameron.
Thank you for the opportunity to share.
So you have to tell me, what do you tell people when they first come to you looking for a more stable and positive kind of relationship or dating experience?
Yeah, I emphasize the idea of taking things slowly and practicing healthy skepticism. We all have experienced people in our lives who have rushed into things, whether it be boyfriend, girlfriend, whether it be a proposal, marriage, etc. And we often see those people's relationships fail quickly. It's because we haven't practiced healthy skepticism and we didn't go slow enough to really learn that person. They say that we don't actually know people 100% until 2+ years of knowing those people and having experiences with them. And so rushing into something and not practicing that healthy skepticism and slowing things down a little bit can really bite you in the buns later on. So I emphasize to slow things down, get to know that person that you're spending time with, and you'll make more educated decisions.
So I should not be asking a man if he wants to marry me on the first date. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting.
I would not suggest that, but you do you. You do you.
2 years is a long time, Cameron.
I know.
I don't know if I got that.
I'm not saying everyone should wait 2 years. I'm just saying that people don't generally know each other fully until 2+ years, but I wouldn't suggest the first date, but I don't know, you do you.
All right, I'll slow it down. Cameron says that's what's best. Now, we always hear about different things that studies are coming out with, and I was gonna ask you, like, what are studies saying nowadays, but should we really be trusting studies that come out about, you know, first dates and how long they last and turn out to a good relationship?
It's tough because what the studies are showing is that people are staying out of relationships more and more. And I think a lot of it has to do with social media, a lot of it has to do with dating apps, and not trusting people. Having so many options, it makes it easier to bounce from person to person and stay out of a relationship and think, oh my gosh, this person's good, but what if there's better?
Yes.
What if there's better? And then the next person, oh, what if there's better? That person's good. And then you miss out on all these good people because you were chasing better and you're now actually getting into meaningful relationships.
Yeah.
So it's a tough thing because the studies do show that people are remaining single longer and later in life.
That's like the double-edged sword of kind of the dating apps, right? Because we get to see so many people and try to match with people and gives us a different way of dating.
Yeah.
But there are so many people on the apps that it's like, it becomes like a game after a while.
Absolutely.
Not that I'm speaking of my own experience or anything.
Well, the accessibility is so abundant. You know, everyone's so accessible. Our horizons have been broadened. You know, we're meeting people through these dating apps that we wouldn't have ordinarily met. Right. You know, we're in the same places pretty much 80% of our lives. We maybe go to work, to gym, we go to the grocery store, we go back home. And so we're kind of seeing the same people over and over again.
In our little bubble.
Yeah, and then maybe the other 20%, we go out to eat on the weekends or, you know, maybe a new bar or whatever it is, but we're not really exposing ourselves. So there is absolutely this market for dating apps, but there's this, like you said, double-edged sword, this kind of dark side where it creates so much optionality, and that can be harmful as well.
Yeah. So once we do find maybe Mr. Right or Mr. Right now, and we need to dive into communication styles. I know that's something that you cover with your kind of coaching techniques. How do we better understand everyone's communication style?
Absolutely. So I'm going to hit on 2 points here, okay? I'm going to hit on arguments, because that's a big one. We all know that one. And then
yes, we do.
the difference in communication styles. So number one, we have arguments. I always teach that to have a successful argument, we need to change our perspective, where it's you and me versus the problem. It's not you versus me. All right. So when we shift that mindset and that perspective, we become more of a team. And we're against that problem. And we can communicate differently, and we're not so combative. So that communication will change, right? It's you and me versus the problem. I want to argue to understand, not to be right. That's massive. That's massive.
Cameron, you over here dropping gems, okay? I love it.
And then there's the second piece of that where it's the actual difference in communication styles.
Yeah.
Because we all know men and women, we're wired differently. And so women are incredible at being intuitive and reading and understanding between the lines. And guys are really good at being blunt and being very direct. But there can be a lot of miscommunications between those two. And I always give the idea of, okay, significant others, we're walking through the mall, a guy says, ooh, look, I really like that bag. I really like that new golf bag, something like that. But he doesn't say, I want it or anything. He just says, oh, that's a really cool bag. And she says, in her own mind, oh, I'm gonna write that down on the holiday list or something. All right, she's being intuitive.
I've been that girl.
It's amazing. She's being intuitive. But then the other side is, she says, ooh, I really like that bag or those shoes or something. Guys, we need to be told, I want that on the holiday list, because we're not as intuitive. We don't read between the lines quite as well. So there's miscommunication. So we need to learn to understand each other's communication styles.
This is so good. Tell everybody out there where they can find you for more information.
Yeah, people can find me at www.theconfidencecoach.biz, B-I-Z, and on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at theconfidencecoach3.
I love it. Thank you so much, Cameron, for being here.
I appreciate it.